And back here at home, ICE operations are also drawing scrutiny from Democrats. At the Georgia Capitol, lawmakers rolling out a package of bills aimed at limiting how the agency operates in Georgia.
And Atlanta News First Niamani Watson is live in downtown Atlanta with more on the proposed legislation. Niamani.
Yeah, Democrats and families impacted by ICE arrests say ICE operations are causing chaos and fear in communities. They're calling for more oversight and accountability. Now, yesterday, Democratic lawmakers, advocates, and families rallied on the steps of the Georgia Capitol. The proposed legislation would require ICE agents to identify themselves visibly and limit enforcement actions in sensitive locations such as schools, churches, and hospitals. Mildred Pierre, whose husband Rodney Taylor is currently being held at a detention center, supports the legislation. But Republican leaders criticized the proposals. State Senator Randy Robertson defended agents' use of tactical gear and says existing laws already provide accountability.
The gentlemen did not have any markings on their bulletproof vests. It was scary because they all had their guns, and my kids were in the car.
As far as wearing of tactical gear, whether it be a mask, a helmet, or anything else, that is a decision made based case by case, and the supervisors make those determinations. Not a group of legislators sitting in an air-conditioned and heated room in the middle of Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, we are also hearing of a possible ICE protest in Social Circle happening this morning. That's where there are plans for a possible detention center. We are looking into it, and we'll definitely bring you more information as we learn more. For now, we're live in downtown Atlanta at Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Niamani. Atlanta News First is staying on top of all the developments out of our state capitol and in Minnesota. To follow along with lawmaker decisions in the protests, download the free Atlanta News First app.